How are you doing today?
Great. How are you?
Pretty good. So I wanted to talk to you about your past and how it's shaped you as a person.
Okay.
So when was a moment that you realized you had to grow up a little bit?
I think one moment that really made me realize it was my freshman year of college. It was second semester because I pay all my bills on my own and my college tuition on my own. And I realized I had this huge outstanding bill. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay this by myself? And at that moment I had to do all these things by myself and figure out how to be a true adult. And I think that was the first moment in college where I had to do that. What about you?
It's similar, like paying bills on time. I definitely didn't pay an XL bill for like an extra month too late. It dinged my credit a little bit. And I was like, lesson learned. You gotta keep the power on and pay that bill.
Valid.
Yeah. So are there any experiences that you think have made you who you are today?
Well, I think I've been blessed in life to have teachers that have kind of taught me in a different way, and I think I take away from classes sort of in a different way than other students do, and I think it's cool to have really nice adult models that aren't just reading from a book and they're trying to teach you how to, I don't know, they try to teach you how to do things in different ways, and I think I've been really blessed in that area, and I think it's really shaped me as an adult and my experiences. What about you?
I feel like being an only child has definitely shaped me a little bit because, you learn to be independent from a pretty young age, and yeah, I definitely have carried a lot of that with me. I can still entertain myself really easy. Just in general, just, I don't know, yeah, the independence, I guess, is a big part of it, just doing your own thing a little bit.
Great.
So why do you think you're here at CU doing what you're doing?
Well, I'm from Colorado, and I've always loved Colorado, and I knew I wanted to go to CU from a young age, and I had no idea what I wanted to study or anything, and I kind of just got here and just whatever I stumbled upon I happened to do, and I tried to join a lot of leadership things. I think that's really helped me, and I love just joining random clubs and organizations, and I like being a part of a lot of different things, and I think that's really shaped what I'm doing here at CU and how I execute all the things I do here.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah. What about you? What are you doing here at CU?
I came here with some ideas in mind. I thought I was going to study abroad and do all this stuff because CU has a pretty good study abroad program from the meetings I went to, at least. Mm-hmm. But I ended up not even doing that, and I won't before I graduate. So I kind of I came here with things that I thought I wanted to do in college, and then it turns out I'm not even doing those, and I'm doing completely different things. But CU has a really good journalism program, which I ended up getting accepted into my junior year, and just the radio station and the CUI. They have so many different programs you can get involved in here and really learn a lot and get a lot out of it.
Yeah,
so,
I totally agree.
I didn't mean to get into these things. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Different organizations.
Yeah, it's kind of the best way though.
Mm-hmm.
It's more organic, I guess.
Stumble upon them and see what you like. Sure.
Yeah. Is there anything you had to learn the hard way?
I guess that's kind of it ties into the whole bill paying thing, because I got a job in high school, and I think I grew up a lot when I got my job, because from that point on my mom was like, well, you gotta buy all your own things, and so when I got to college, when I had all these outstanding bills, I was just I have to pay these somehow, and I had no idea how, and I'm still learning. Sometimes now I'm I'm not sure if I have enough money to pay for that or this or that, and that's something I'm slowly but surely learning the hard way, is how to manage my finances and how to be a true adult as far as fiscal responsibility goes. But what about you?
I guess just in college, a non-school lesson is just sometimes you're friends with people, especially in your early 20s, or that stage in between adults and non-adults, which I don't really consider myself an adult. But it's realizing that some friendships aren't meant to last forever, and that's okay. Because when you're a kid, it's always just friends forever, BFF, yeah. And sometimes you have to realize it doesn't always have to be a friendship necklace carrying relationship to be good for both people.
I feel the same way, because a non-school lesson I think that everyone learns in a different way in college is all the people you meet. You really meet the good people and the bad people, and you realize versions of good and bad through people you meet, and it's important to like take the good ones and
Yeah, you
leave
kind
the
of
bad
learn like
ones.
like what you like in people
Exactly.
and what the good parts are and
Yeah.
stuff.
I agree.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, then we're totally tied into that. But are there any other non-school lessons you've learned while at CU?
I think one thing that really teaches me a lot is I work at Starbucks, and I've learned a lot about people in that way, and I think it's just, I'm really good at people reading, and I think as I grow up and as I get older, I've learned a lot about how to like manage people based on their personalities, because I feel like a lot of people try to execute their lives as in trying to like get people to be more like them, but I'm trying to learn how to execute my life with like adapting to other people's personalities, and I think Starbucks really helps me do that because you have to, you know, like being a barista, and I think it's really helped me in everything I do. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, kind of tied into the same thing, just like learning how to deal with people is a big part of college. That's not like, you don't get credit for it, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a big part. So yeah, just like, especially in professional settings and jobs and stuff, just, you know, learning how to work with people and like work together to get the job done and all sorts of stuff that just, like, you definitely need in the real world.
Totally. It's
Yeah.
like people skills.
Yeah, they're pretty good. So, I mean, with all of this, are there any lessons that you've learned that you're going to take with you into your future?
I'd say one thing in particular, I guess, is all of that. But one thing I really think is important is like me and a lot of my friends always talk about how like communication is really important, and I think people take it not as seriously as they should, like how to communicate with others effectively. And I know that's what we've already been saying, but that's one thing I really want to take with me in any profession I get into, or any non-profession I get into, is how to communicate properly and effectively, and how to like be a good leader in that sense, and in a positive light, because I think that's also important, is like positivity and communication, because people definitely listen more when you're positive, and that's something I'm constantly trying to learn and build upon.
Catch more flies with honey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the same kind of stuff, just, you know, the people skills, of course, all the, like, school lessons that we're here for. But, yeah, just learning how to work with people, and just, I feel like if you're just honest, that really shines through in ways that, like, because, I mean, when you think of, like, the business world, you think of just, like, cutthroat, like, crazy kind of stuff. But,
Yeah.
like, in reality, and then, like, I mean, I'm not going to be working on Wall Street, so, like, in reality, just, like, you know, being honest with other people, and it's, like, forging, like, good, strong bonds seems to be a good lesson, because I mean, like, I've done that with different things I've done while at CU, so you kind of see them pay off here, and it's just hopefully going to be amplified in the real world.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, it's pretty good talking to you.
Yeah, I guess it's been great. It's been a nice interview we've had here.
Yeah. Look forward to doing it again.
Absolutely.